Let's be honest, you've been chasing someone for far too long. You've been giving away your time, your energy, your heart, all in the hope that they might finally notice you. You've been living for the little moments, the brief texts, the half-hearted compliments, the occasional attention that makes you feel like maybe, just maybe, you're worth something to them. But let's stop pretending. The reality is, you've been giving everything while getting almost nothing in return. The more you reach out, the more they pull back. The more you show up for them, the less they seem to care. It's like you're running in circles, chasing shadows, hoping that one day they'll wake up and realize what you're worth. But that's not how this game works, is it? The harder you chase, the further they run. They've got you on a string, treating you like a puppet, pulling you in when they need you, letting you go when they don't. But here's the hard truth. People don't value what comes too easy. They don't appreciate what they don't have to work for. If you're always available, always giving, always chasing, then why should they put in any effort? Why should they care if you've already handed them everything on a silver platter? But you know what? It's time to stop. Stop chasing. Stop waiting for their attention like it's a prize you have to win. Because it's not, and they're not. The more you keep running after them, the more you're losing yourself in the process. You're sacrificing your dignity, your self-respect, your own happiness. For what? For someone who can't even bother to give you the time of day. Number. You deserve better than this. You deserve to be loved, to be cherished, to be valued for who you are, not for what you can give. And you won't find that by chasing someone who doesn't see your worth. You won't find that by lowering yourself, by becoming someone's backup plan, someone's convenience. It's time to take your power back. And how do you do that? By stepping back, by going silent, by reclaiming your energy. Because the moment you stop chasing, the moment you pull back your energy, everything changes. The power dynamic shifts. Suddenly they're the ones wondering. They're the ones missing your presence, craving your attention, trying to figure out why you've gone silent. And that's when the tables turn. That's when they realize what they've lost. But here's the thing. By the time they notice, by the time they realize, it's already too late. Because you've moved on. You've found something far more valuable than their half-hearted attention. You've found yourself. So let this be the beginning of a new chapter. A chapter where you no longer chase anyone. Where you no longer beg for love, for attention, for validation. A chapter where you stand tall, knowing your worth, knowing what you deserve. Because you are not someone's option. You are not someone's backup plan. You are worth so much more than that. You have the power to stop the chase. You have the power to take a step back, to go silent, to reclaim your energy. You have the power to shift the dynamic, to show them that you're not someone who waits around for scraps of attention. You are the prize. You are the one worth chasing. And the moment you realize that, the moment you truly embrace your worth, that's when everything changes. So stop giving away your power. Stop letting them pull your strings. Cut the cords, step back, and watch as the world shifts in your favor. Because when you focus on yourself, on your own growth, your own happiness, you become unstoppable. You become someone who doesn't need anyone else's validation to feel whole, to feel complete. Remember this, you are enough. You've always been enough. And it's time you start believing that. It's time you start living like that. Because the ultimate power move is not needing anyone's approval but your own. The ultimate power move is knowing your worth, standing in your truth, and never settling for less than you deserve. So you've taken that first step. You've stopped the chase, you've gone silent, and in that silence, there's a power, a strength that you may not have realized you had, because silence speaks louder than words. It's a message that says, I'm done. I'm not playing this game anymore. Now you might feel a rush of emotions, fear, anxiety, uncertainty. You might wonder if they even noticed that you pulled away. And that's okay. It's natural to question your worth when you've spent so long relying on someone else's validation. But here's the thing. Your value was never tied to their attention. It was never dependent on whether they reached out, whether they cared, whether they saw you. In your silence, you find clarity. You begin to see things for what they truly are, not what you hoped they would be. You start to realize that you were pouring your love, your energy, your time into someone who was never truly invested in you. And that's a tough pill to swallow, but it's also liberating because now you're free. You're free from the weight of waiting, from the anxiety of wanting, from the constant need for someone else's approval. You see, silence is your reset button. It's your chance to reconnect with yourself, to remember who you are outside of them. It's your opportunity to reclaim all the energy you were giving away. So instead of filling your days with thoughts of them, fill your days with thoughts of you. What do you want? What makes you happy? What fulfills you? This is your time to grow, to evolve, to become the best version of yourself. Use this silence to rediscover your passions, your dreams, your purpose. Use this silence to invest in yourself, because when you focus on your own growth, you become magnetic. You become someone who is confident, self-assured, unshakable. And that kind of energy is powerful. That kind of energy attracts the right people, the right opportunities, the right kind of love. But let's get one thing clear. You're not doing this to get their attention. You're not going silent, so they'll come running back wondering why you're no longer available. You're doing this for you. You're doing this to break free from the cycle of seeking validation, from the pattern of losing yourself in someone else. Because here's the truth, the moment you stop needing them, the moment you realize that you're whole and complete on your own, that's when everything changes. That's when you become truly powerful. When you no longer need anyone's approval, anyone's attention, anyone's validation to feel worthy, that's when you reclaim your freedom. And trust me, they will notice. They will feel the shift in your energy. They will sense that you're no longer the same person who is always there, waiting, hoping, chasing. And it will make them curious. It will make them wonder. Because people always want what they can't have. They always value what they have to work for. But by the time they come back around, you'll realize that you've outgrown them. You've leveled up. You've become someone who no longer settles for half-hearted love, for inconsistent attention, for being someone's second choice. You've become someone who knows their worth, who stands in their power, who doesn't need anyone else to complete them. So let them wonder, let them miss you, let them realize what they've lost. But don't you dare go back. Don't you dare lower your standards just because they finally see your value. You deserve more than being someone's afterthought. You deserve to be someone's first choice, someone's priority, someone's everything. And the only way to attract that kind of love, that kind of respect, is to embody it yourself. Be the person who knows their worth. Be the person who doesn't chase, who doesn't settle, who doesn't compromise their values for anyone. Because when you do that, when you truly embrace your power, you become unstoppable. Remember, silence is not weakness. Silence is strength. It's the strength to walk away from what no longer serves you. It's the strength to choose yourself over someone who doesn't see your worth. It's the strength to reclaim your power, to rebuild your confidence, to rewrite your story. So take a deep breath. Embrace this silence. Use it to grow, to heal, to transform. Because this is just the beginning. This is your time to rise, to shine, to become the best version of yourself. And trust me, the world is waiting to see what you're truly capable of. You've started to realize something powerful, haven't you? By stepping back, by going silent. You've opened a door to a new kind of strength. The strength that comes from within. And now, you're learning to pour all that energy you were giving away back into yourself. You're learning that your time, your love, your attention, they are precious. They are gifts. Not everyone deserves them, especially not those who don't know how to value you. Think about it. How many times have you put others first, sacrificing your own needs, your own dreams, just to make someone else happy? How many times have you settled for less than you deserve because you were afraid of being alone? You've been bending over backwards, trying to fit into someone else's world, while they barely made an effort to be a part of yours. But here's the truth. You are not responsible for making someone see your worth. That's their job. Your job is to know your worth, to embody it, to never settle for less. This is your time to reclaim all that energy you've been giving away. Use it to build yourself up, to become the person you've always wanted to be. Dive deep into your passions, your hobbies, your dreams. Reconnect with the things that make you feel alive, that make you feel fulfilled, because the most important relationship you will ever have is the one you have with yourself. Self-love is not just a buzzword, it's not just a trendy phrase you see on social media. It's the foundation of everything. It's the key to your happiness, your success, your fulfillment, and it starts with you. It starts with the decision to put yourself first, to prioritize your needs, to set boundaries that protect your peace. You see, when you truly love yourself, you stop accepting less than you deserve. You stop letting people treat you like you're an option. You start to realize that your time is valuable, that your energy is sacred, that your love is a privilege, not something to be taken for granted. And when you embody that kind of self-respect, something magical happens. The world starts to treat you differently. The people around you start to respect you more, value you more, appreciate you more. But let's be clear, this is not about becoming arrogant or selfish. It's about honoring yourself, honoring your worth, honoring the incredible person that you are. It's about knowing that you are enough, just as you are, without needing anyone else to validate you. Because the truth is, no one can complete you. No one can fill the void that only you can fill. You are the one you've been waiting for. So let go of the fear. Let go of the need to be liked, to be accepted, to be loved by everyone. Not everyone will understand your worth, and that's okay. Not everyone will appreciate the light that you bring, and that's okay too. Your worth is not dependent on someone else's ability to see it. It's not defined by how many people want you, like you, or approve of you. Your worth is inherent. It's something that comes from within, something that no one can take away from you. And now, it's time to embrace that. It's time to step into your power, to stand tall in your truth, to live your life unapologetically. Because this is your journey, this is your life. You are the main character, not the supporting role in someone else's story. Imagine what your life could look like if you redirected all that energy you spent chasing others into chasing your own dreams. Imagine the freedom, the joy, the fulfillment you could experience by simply choosing yourself. By simply saying, I am enough. I am worthy. I am deserving of all the good things life has to offer. It's time to rise. It's time to let go of the past, to release the pain, the heartbreak, the disappointment. It's time to forgive yourself for all the times you settled, for all the times you gave away your power, for all the times you let someone else dictate your worth. Because the truth is, you are not defined by your past. You are not defined by the people who couldn't see your value. You are defined by the way you rise, by the way you choose to love yourself, by the way you decide to live your life on your own terms. So, here's your challenge. Start today. Start now. Make the decision to choose yourself. Decide to reclaim your energy, to prioritize your happiness, to chase your own dreams. And watch as everything around you starts to change. Watch as the right people, the right opportunities, and the right kind of love begin to flow into your life. Not because you're chasing it, but because you're attracting it. Because you've become the kind of person who doesn't settle, who doesn't compromise, who knows their worth. Remember, you are the prize. You are the one worth chasing. And the moment you truly believe that, the moment you truly embrace that, is the moment your life will transform in ways you never thought possible. You've come a long way already, but now it's time for the hardest part, letting go. Letting go of the person you once thought you needed, letting go of the fantasy you built in your mind, letting go of the hope that one day they'll change, that one day they'll finally see your worth. Because the truth is, holding on to someone who doesn't appreciate you, who doesn't value you, is like trying to hold on to water. The tighter you grip, the more it slips through your fingers. It's time to release the illusion, the stories you've told yourself, the dreams you've tied to someone who was never truly yours. Letting go is not easy. It's not supposed to be. It's a process, a journey that requires strength, courage, and above all, self-love. But it's the only way to truly set yourself free. You see, we often think that holding on makes us strong, that if we just try harder, if we just give more, if we just wait a little longer, things will change. But the real strength lies in letting go. The real courage comes from choosing yourself over someone who never chose you. The real power is in realizing that you deserve more than someone's half-hearted efforts, their inconsistent love, their empty promises. Letting go is not about forgetting them or pretending that they never mattered. It's about accepting that some people are not meant to stay in your life forever. They were lessons, not soulmates. They were chapters, not your entire story. And that's okay, because every person you meet, every experience you have, shapes you into the person you are meant to become. So don't be afraid to turn the page. Don't be afraid to close the door on something that no longer serves you. Because when you let go of what's weighing you down, you create space for something better to come into your life. You create room for new opportunities, new experiences, new love. But most importantly, you create room for yourself. Room to grow, to heal, to become the person you were always meant to be. Think about it. Every time you've let go of something that wasn't right for you, didn't something better come along? Every time you've walked away from what wasn't serving you, didn't you find a new strength within yourself? That's the beauty of letting go. It's not the end, it's a new beginning, it's a fresh start. It's a chance to rewrite your story, to create a life that truly fulfills you. But to do that, you have to be willing to let go of the past. You have to be willing to forgive yourself for the mistakes you made, for the time you wasted, for the love you gave to the wrong person. You have to let go of the guilt, the regret, the what-ifs. Because the past is gone. It's done. It's over. And it's time to focus on the present, on the here and now, on the person you are becoming. Remember, the act of letting go is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of strength. It's a sign that you respect yourself enough to walk away from what no longer serves you. It's a sign that you believe in something better, something more aligned with your true self. So let them go, let the memories fade, let the pain dissolve. Free yourself from the chains of the past. Because you are not defined by who you used to be. You are defined by who you are becoming. And who you are becoming is someone who no longer settles for less than they deserve. Someone who no longer clings to people who don't value them. This is your time to rise, to reclaim your power, to embrace the freedom that comes with letting go. This is your time to focus on your own happiness, your own growth, your own journey, because you are not here to be someone's second choice, someone's backup plan, someone's afterthought. You are here to live a life that is full, that is rich, that is meaningful. So take a deep breath, feel the weight lifting off your shoulders. Feel the freedom that comes with letting go, because this is not the end, it's just the beginning. It's the start of a new chapter, a new adventure, a new life. A life where you are no longer held back by the past, no longer defined by someone else's inability to see your worth. You are free, free to live, to love, to be unapologetically yourself, free to attract the right people, the right opportunities, the right kind of love that aligns with who you truly are. Because when you let go of what's not meant for you, you make space for what is. And trust me, what's coming is so much better than what you're leaving behind. So let go, be free, and watch as the universe rewards your courage with something greater than you ever imagined. Now that you've reclaimed your power, now that you've learned the strength of silence, the beauty of letting go, it's time to talk about something just as important. Attracting what you truly deserve. Because once you stop chasing, once you stop settling, you create space in your life for the right things to flow in, the right people, the right opportunities, the right kind of love. You see, the universe doesn't reward desperation. It doesn't reward people who are willing to accept scraps, who are willing to settle for less just to avoid being alone or to gain temporary validation. No. The universe rewards those who stand in their power, who know their worth, and who are patient enough to wait for what truly aligns with them. When you stop chasing, you start attracting. When you let go of the need for constant approval, when you no longer desperately seek validation from others, you begin to radiate an energy that is magnetic. You begin to send out a signal that says, I am whole, I am complete, I don't need anyone to fill me up, I am enough, just as I am. And that is when the right people, the right experiences, the right love come into your life. But here's the key, you can't just expect the right things to show up if you're not ready for them. You can't attract the love you deserve if you're still holding on to the past, still holding on to resentment, still holding on to the belief that you don't deserve the best. You have to do the inner work. You have to heal from the wounds of the past. You have to forgive yourself and anyone who has ever hurt you. You have to let go of limiting beliefs that have kept you stuck in toxic patterns. Only when you've done this work, only when you've truly stepped into your worth, can you start to see the shifts happening around you. You'll notice that people treat you with more respect, with more appreciation. You'll notice that opportunities begin to open up, that your dreams begin to feel within reach. You'll notice that love, real love, starts to flow into your life, not because you're chasing it, but because you've become someone who is deserving of it. And let me tell you something. The love that you attract when you're in this place is nothing like the love you've settled for in the past. It's not love that is conditional. It's not love that makes you feel small or unimportant. It's love that values you. It's love that lifts you up. It's love that sees you for who you truly are, strong, beautiful, worthy. But attracting the right love, the right people, the right opportunities is not about waiting passively. It's about living your life with intention. It's about setting boundaries. It's about walking away from what no longer serves you, even when it's difficult. It's about continuously working on yourself, growing, evolving, becoming the best version of you. When you do that, when you invest in your own growth, everything else falls into place. The truth is, the moment you decide that you are worthy of all the good things life has to offer is the moment your reality begins to shift. You stop settling. You stop compromising. You stop accepting less than what you deserve. And you start living a life that reflects your true value. And here's something important to remember. When you finally stop chasing, you stop chasing for a reason. You stop because you've realized that you are the one who is worthy of being chased. You stop because you recognize your own value. You stop because you understand that love is not about needing, it's about sharing. It's about two whole people coming together, not one person trying to fill a void. So continue to grow, continue to evolve, continue to embrace the process of becoming, and know that as you do, as you focus on building your own life, the right people will find their way to you. The right relationships will manifest in your life. The right love will come to you, not because you chased it, but because you became the kind of person who attracts it effortlessly. And when it does, when you find the love and the relationships that truly align with you, you'll realize that this wasn't a struggle, this wasn't a fight, this was a journey of self-discovery, of self-respect, of self-love. This was your path to greatness. And you didn't need anyone else to validate that. You did it yourself. So embrace the process, trust the journey, and know that as long as you continue to walk in your truth, the best is yet to come. As you move forward, as you continue to grow, one of the most powerful things you'll learn is to stand in your truth. This is where the real magic happens, when you stop pretending to be someone you're not. When you stop hiding the parts of yourself that you think are too much or not enough, and you simply embrace who you are, the good, the bad, the beautiful, and the flawed, all of it. You see, we live in a world that constantly tells us to conform, to fit in, to play small, to hide our power in order to make others comfortable. We're told that we have to be liked by everyone, that we have to be perfect, that we have to meet certain expectations. But here's the truth. You don't need to shrink yourself for anyone. You don't need to dim your light to make others feel better. You were born to shine, to stand out, to be unapologetically yourself. Standing in your truth means being honest with yourself and others. It means no longer pretending to be someone you're not just to gain acceptance. It means embracing the things that make you unique, even if they make you different from the crowd. Because your authenticity is your power. It's your superpower. The more you show up as your true self, the more you will attract people, experiences, and opportunities that align with the real you. This is where you stop seeking approval from others. This is where you stop measuring your worth by the standards of society, by the opinions of people who don't truly understand you. You've realized that you can't control what others think of you, and that's okay. Their opinions are not your responsibility. What matters is how you see yourself, how you treat yourself, and how you honor your own journey. Standing in your truth also means letting go of the need for validation. It means knowing that you don't need someone else's approval to be proud of who you are. You don't need anyone else's permission to chase your dreams, to go after your goals, to live life on your own terms. Your life is yours to live, and you get to decide how you want to show up in the world. As you continue on this journey, you'll encounter moments of doubt. You'll face moments where the world tries to make you question yourself, where people try to bring you down or make you feel small. But remember this: the moment you stand in your truth, the moment you fully embrace who you are, you become untouchable. You become a force to be reckoned with. No one can take away the power that comes from knowing your worth and being true to yourself. And let me tell you something else. When you stand in your truth, when you stop chasing after validation, the world starts to treat you differently. People start to respect you more. They start to see the strength in you. They start to recognize the value in your authenticity. You become a magnet for the right people, the right opportunities, and the right love. Because when you are being true to yourself, you attract people who resonate with your energy, who appreciate your uniqueness, who celebrate your authenticity. This is the power of living unapologetically. This is the power of being true to yourself, even when it's hard, even when the world tells you to be someone else, because when you stand in your truth, you stand in your power. And that power is what will carry you through the toughest moments, the hardest challenges, and the biggest decisions. The truth is, you are enough. You always have been. And the moment you start to believe that, the moment you stop chasing and start living in alignment with your true self, you'll see the magic unfold. Doors will open. Opportunities will present themselves. The right people will come into your life, because when you're being your authentic self, you become a magnet for all the good that life has to offer. So continue to stand tall, continue to honor your truth, continue to embrace the person you are becoming. Because the more you do, the more you will see that everything you ever wanted is already on its way to you. You don't need to chase it. You don't need to seek it. It's already yours. All you have to do is keep being true to who you are and watch as the universe aligns with your energy. Now let's talk about the most important relationship you'll ever have, the one with yourself. It's the foundation of everything. The way you treat yourself, the way you love yourself, sets the tone for every other relationship in your life. And here's the thing, you cannot give what you don't have. If you don't love yourself first, if you don't respect yourself first, you can't expect others to do it for you. Self-love isn't about being selfish. It's about understanding that you are worthy of the same kindness, the same compassion, and the same respect that you give to others. It's about treating yourself with the love and care that you so often extend to those around you, but never seem to offer to yourself. It's easy to get caught up in the idea of waiting for someone else to make you feel loved, validated, seen. But that's a dangerous game, because when you rely on someone else to fill that void within you, you're giving away your power. You're putting your happiness in someone else's hands, and that's not how this works. You are the creator of your own happiness. You are the one who gets to decide your worth. And the moment you realize this, your whole world begins to shift. Self-love is about honoring yourself in every way. It's about setting boundaries, saying no when you need to, and saying yes to the things that nourish your soul. It's about taking care of your mind, your body, and your spirit. It's about showing up for yourself even when it's hard, even when you've been hurt. Because the more you love yourself, the less you tolerate things that aren't aligned with your worth. When you start treating yourself with love and respect, you'll notice something amazing happen. You begin to attract people who treat you the same way. You begin to surround yourself with relationships that are uplifting, that are nurturing, that are reciprocal, because you've raised your standards, you've raised the bar, and now the people who come into your life have no choice but to meet you at that level. Self-love is not always easy. It's not always pretty. Sometimes it means walking away from people who don't deserve you. Sometimes it means having hard conversations with yourself. Sometimes it means making tough decisions that will hurt in the short term, but will protect your peace in the long term. But every single step you take toward loving yourself is a step toward your highest self. It's a step toward the life you were always meant to live. You have the power to transform your life with the simple act of loving yourself. When you love yourself, you stop accepting the bare minimum. You stop allowing people to treat you poorly. You stop settling for relationships that drain you, and you start to attract what you truly deserve. Love that is deep, love that is genuine, love that lifts you up rather than pulls you down. So take the time to nurture yourself. Take the time to give yourself the love you've been waiting for from others. Take the time to heal, to grow, to forgive, and to become the person you know you are meant to be. Because when you love yourself, you're not just changing your life, you're changing your entire world. And here's the most beautiful part. The more you love yourself, the more your world begins to reflect that love. The more peace you find within yourself, the more peace you attract into your life. The more you honor your needs, the more your needs will be met. The more you believe in your own worth, the more the universe will reflect that back to you. And that is the power of self-love. So, start today. Start loving yourself fiercely. Start putting yourself first. Start honoring the beautiful soul that you are. Because when you do, the transformation you experience won't just be within, it will be all around you. And you'll begin to see that everything you've ever wanted, everything you've ever dreamed of, was always within your reach. It was always waiting for you to step into your power, to claim your worth, to love yourself fully. This is your time to love yourself, your time to heal, your time to step into the person you've always been meant to be. And as you do, watch the magic unfold around you. Watch as your life transforms, as your relationships transform, as your reality transforms. Because when you love yourself, you create a life that reflects that love in every way. As you continue to grow, as you continue to embrace the power within you, you'll notice something incredible happening. You become more resilient. Life may still throw its challenges at you, and people may still try to push your buttons, but now you're not easily shaken. You've developed an inner strength that no one can take away from you. The beautiful thing about standing in your truth, about embracing your worth, is that you begin to realize you are far stronger than you ever gave yourself credit for. You begin to see that all of those obstacles, all of those struggles, all of those heartaches you've been through have not broken you. They have built you. They've shaped you into someone who knows what they deserve. Someone who will no longer accept anything less. This inner strength is not about being invincible. It's not about never feeling pain or never experiencing setbacks. It's about how you respond to those challenges. It's about getting up when life knocks you down, about refusing to let circumstances define who you are. It's about knowing that you are bigger than your problems, that you are capable of overcoming whatever life throws at you. And let me tell you something important. You've been through the fire. You've survived the storms. You've walked through the darkest nights and come out stronger on the other side. Every time you've fallen, you've gotten back up. Every time you've been knocked down, you've stood taller. That's the strength that lies within you. That's the power you possess. The key to embracing this strength is realizing that it doesn't come from outside of you. It doesn't come from others validating you or telling you that you're strong. It comes from within. It comes from knowing that you have survived everything that has come your way, and you will continue to do so. It comes from the quiet confidence that no matter what, you have the resilience to face whatever lies ahead. When you embrace your inner strength, you stop fearing failure. You stop fearing rejection. You stop fearing what others might think, because you know that those things don't define you. They are just temporary moments in time, and you are so much bigger than them. You are not your failures. You are not your mistakes. You are the person who rises from them, stronger and wiser than before. And here's something powerful. As you continue to embrace your strength, you begin to see the world differently. You begin to realize that life is not happening to you. It's happening for you. Every challenge, every setback, every disappointment is an opportunity to grow, to become stronger, to evolve. When you view life this way, you stop being a victim of your circumstances and start being the creator of your own story. When you stand in your strength, you also begin to stand for something greater than yourself. You stand for your dreams. You stand for your values. You stand for the future you want to create. And you refuse to let anything or anyone take that away from you. You refuse to let fear, doubt, or negativity stand in the way of your path. This is your time to show the world what you're made of. This is your time to show up as the strong, resilient, empowered person you've always been meant to be. The person who doesn't back down. The person who stands tall, no matter what. The person who refuses to settle for anything less than what they deserve. You are stronger than you think. You are more resilient than you know. And when you fully embrace that strength, when you walk through life with the quiet confidence that comes from knowing your worth, there is nothing that can stop you. You will attract the people, the opportunities, and the life you deserve because you will no longer tolerate anything less. So, embrace your strength. Trust in your resilience. Know that you have everything within you to overcome any challenge, to rise above any obstacle, and to create the life you've always dreamed of. Because the moment you tap into your inner strength, nothing in this world will ever be able to hold you back. Now, as we come to the end of this journey, I want you to remember something crucial. This is just the beginning. This is not the end of your transformation. It's the spark that ignites everything that's to come. You've already begun to reclaim your power, to step into your true self, and to understand your worth. Now it's time to take action. It's time to move forward. The first step is to leave behind the habits, the people, and the thoughts that no longer serve you. It's time to cut the ties with what's holding you back. This doesn't mean you have to be harsh or cut people out of your life for good, but it does mean that you need to prioritize your peace. You need to protect your energy. You need to surround yourself with people and environments that lift you up, not drag you down. Remember, your power is in your choices. Every choice you make, every step you take, is either bringing you closer to your dreams or keeping you stuck in the past. And you deserve better than to stay stuck. You deserve to evolve. You deserve to grow. You deserve to move forward. So don't wait for permission from anyone to take control of your life. Don't wait for someone else to make the first move. The power is in your hands. You have everything you need to create the life you want, to chase the dreams that set your soul on fire. It's all within you. The confidence, the strength, the vision. It's all there, ready for you to step into it. I want you to look at yourself in the mirror right now and remind yourself of this one truth. You are worthy. You are capable. You are unstoppable. And no matter what anyone else says or does, no one has the power to take that away from you. You are the creator of your reality. You are the one who gets to choose your path. You are the one who holds the key to your future. And when you choose to believe in yourself, when you choose to trust in your abilities, there is nothing that can stop you. Now, it's time to take the first step forward. It's time to stop waiting for the perfect moment, because the perfect moment is now. There is no more time to waste. There is no more room for self-doubt. The world is waiting for you to step into your greatness. The life you've always dreamed of is waiting for you to claim it. So, go ahead, step forward, embrace your power. You've already made it this far. You've already proven to yourself that you are stronger, wiser, and more capable than you ever imagined. Now it's time to take it to the next level. No more chasing, No more waiting, no more looking for validation. The power is yours. You are enough. And you always have been. Now go and create the life you were meant to live. Go and be the person you've always been destined to become. The world is yours to conquer, and it's waiting for you to take that first step.